From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Wednesday, November 8th. I'm Mike Ludlum. The Bay College women's basketball team was looking to snap a two-game losing streak from a weekend trip to the state of Iowa. The Norse women only have 7 players, and that's 2 more than last night's opponent, the Alpena Community College Lumberjills. Didn't take long for Bay to get going. Jordan Kramer to Barker Harris's Paige Welch for 3. She had 18 and the Norse led by 8 in the early going. Then they worked the ball around the perimeter, and Kramer will get it over to St. Ignace's Jordan Belleville on top for 3 more. Next, Kramer's at it again. Nice little spin move after the catch, and the Norway grad hits the jumper. 27 points and 10 rebounds to lead everybody. Norway's Tidra Fuson will get the next bucket underneath, and the Norse cruise to the win 82-57. On the men's side, the Norse were trying to rebound from 3 heartbreaking losses. Escanaba's Tyler Willett with 2 of his 19 to get the things going, 12-8 Norse lead. Then the second half, Menominee's Marcus McKinney give and go to Gladstone's Joe Gibbs for the dunk. He had a couple of those and 10 points. Bays lead by 20. Then getting the ball inside, it will be Gibbs again with the left-handed layup. Then it's Rasante Smith going coast to coast. Not exactly a continuous motion, but certainly well enough to beat his defender. He had 14. Then Kobe Lumsden Barnes will hit the fall-away jumper, and Bay is on the board with a victory, 86-67. Yesterday was the first day where high school basketball players could sign their national letters of intent. Ishpeming's Hart Holmgren put his name on the line to join Bill Saul and the NMU Wildcats. Holmgren was a UP Class ABC first-team player a season ago, averaging 19.4 points and 5.7 rebounds per game. Holmgren is 6'5" and plays center for the Hematites, but that will not be the case when he joins the Wildcats.
The coaching staff really sold it to me. I enjoyed my visit there, and I love the direction that the program's headed. They have a lot of young talent, and they're going to have a really strong team in the coming years. I have a good indication I'll be on the perimeter, not a point guard, but I'll play on the wing. I'll take perimeter shots, and I'll set other guys up for easy baskets.
He's got to make a few adjustments, but his athleticism makes up for almost anything. I don't think you're going to find a better athlete, not only in UP, but really around the Midwest. He's an NMU basketball camp alum, right? He's been coming to our basketball camps for years, and it's been neat to see his development. And I think what separates him so much from other guys is how hard he works at it.
There are times when Holmgren won't have a chance to pass to a teammate, and as you can tell, he knows what to do in that situation. Now, Holmgren wasn't the only one signing a national letter of intent yesterday. Also for NMU men's basketball, Ben Wolf, a 6'9" center from Naperville, Illinois. On the Wildcat women's side, Emily Muller, a 6'2" center from St. Mary's Spring in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Michigan Tech women had 4 players signing yesterday. We knew about Clara Johnson, the guard from Negaunee, UP Class ABC second teamer and honorable mention All-State. Also for the women, Jordan Ludischer from Flambeau, Wisconsin. She's all conference in 4 sports. Ellie McKay of Novi, Michigan, over 1,000 points and honorable mention All-State. And Alex Rondorf of West Bend, Wisconsin, an outstanding outside shooter, all conference in softball. And by the way, Alex is the niece of former Tech basketball player Janalee Rondorf, who played at Tech before the turn of the century. 2 other Negaunee athletes signed NLIs yesterday. Natalie Bartle was a student in Negaunee until 6th grade, moved out west, came back, and now she will head back the other way to Colorado Mesa for basketball. Plus, Daria Goin will play soccer at Finlandia, and we've also heard that Jake Witt of Ewan Trout Creek did as we had heard earlier. He is going to play basketball for the Michigan Tech men. We're a little more than 48 hours away from the first meeting of the season between NMU and the Michigan Tech hockey teams. Actually, we're less than 48 hours by now. The Huskies won 3 of the 4 matchups last season, but Northern won on Tech's senior night. For the head coaches, Tech's Joe Shawn has seen both sides of the rivalry, while NMU's Grant Petone is getting his first taste of it.
Number one, when you are playing a rivalry opponent, you have the attention of your guys all week, and I know that our guys are laser focused, and I'm sure that our opponents are also. Not being in this game before, being in other rivalry games, I can imagine very similar. A lot of emotion, you know, and sometimes for a coach, you need to manage the emotions of your bench more than you need to coach your team. So hopefully we play on the edge and not over it.
Grant has them playing well. They're playing a good defensive structure. Again, they're playing similar to many teams that play within our league. They're not playing a wide open style of game. They're getting some very good play out of some of their top players. I know we're going to have a great energetic crowd here, and I know we're going to have a great following in their rink. So excited to play. You know, the biggest thing is we just got to put one more goal in the net each night, one more than they do.
Friday's game is at Michigan Tech. Saturday's heads to the Barrie Event Center. Face off both nights at 7:07, and you can watch both contests on our sister station Fox UP with Mark Evans and Dave Ellis. Central Michigan University football team defeated Eastern Michigan last night 42-30, so the Chippewas have defeated both the Broncos and the Eagles. Ishpeming's Alex Briones had an interception, 3 tackles, and a sack for a 4-yard loss for the Chippewas.